national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are. Look at Dallas. Here in the early part of the season, they acquired the third.
For the Mavericks, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season. And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me. He added, I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so I've been up against bigger guys. For me, that means nothing. Kevin?
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. And for Dallas, the guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Brown in at center. I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head right during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. In many ways, rookies are drinking out of a fire hose. I mean, from the time summer league starts and training camp, and now you get into the season, the games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It can be a bit overwhelming. And regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition.
Now, here's Doncic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a slip.
And the dunk by Horford.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long.
Doncic against Schroeder. Lob pass to Porzingis. And alley-oop jam.
Well, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Outside Williams. Pass to Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 into the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. First team
17 draft.
Shooting from off the holes. Taking
really,
2 shots.
He just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
And the first one at the line is good. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete, regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Schroeder against Doncic. There's the pass to Hardaway. Six to shoot. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. He's looking for Williams at line 2. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
And once it got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Shot's good by Williams.
Robert Williams.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Now, here's Doncic. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Here's Porzingis. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Porzingis has got 6.
Porzingis able to use that 7'6" wingspan to full effect, beating everybody to the board and then quickly cashing in.
Tatum, that's for 2. The shot's good on the assist by
Assist
Schroeder.
goes to
Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
That's just a fantastic decision from Doncic, seeing a chance to go to work inside and taking it.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Tatum. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebounded by the Celtics. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than if you've played a team you're familiar with.
And so it's Dallas with it. After Jaylen Brown's miss, Doncic outside, takes it from 10. Again, the Mavericks score. Celtics have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Make sure to get this game underway. Outside Tatum. 1:36 left in the first quarter. It's stolen by Brown. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. And that one's good. Doncic.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Schroeder kicks to Tatum. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I love seeing Tatum continue to work on that jump shot. I mean, he's a fantastic scorer. And with the jump shot added and refined, he's only going to get better.
He gets that one. That's now 8 points for Porzingis.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder passes to Tatum. Steps back and fires. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. It's stolen by Brown. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And it's Dallas with another.
Boy, it's so impressive to see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Dallas. They lead by 4. And big man Kristaps Porzingis not resting on his laurels. He describes what he does to get better in the offseason.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there, basically. Doing what I need to do, and then I'm going to be twice a day in the basketball court as well, just working on everything. So.
And at 7-3, with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work is so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
The aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving into the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Powell in at the center.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That's good again. His seventh basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
Josh Richardson check in for Jalen Brown.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. He's coming off an excellent season, 5th in assists. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket, top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Here's Hernan Gomez. The shot will not fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Hey, Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Luka Doncic, shooting 1.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense with his passing and his shooting. You throw in the step-back game of James Harden, and you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
-6. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Richardson. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge according to the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols cut them down a bit. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. With young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks. Richardson outside. Goes back up, and the layup is good. Richardson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, Richardson doing a nice job outmaneuvering some pretty good defense that time. Not afraid to take it inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Powell kicks to Brunson. 5 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes. Brunson's got the way back up to 6 now for the Mavericks. Smart against Doncic. And here's Tatum for three. It calls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And here's Brunson. He had 31 points against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun. So I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks. Don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Comes in the pass to Powell. Outside, Porzingis. Hernan Gomez against Doncic. Count it. Doncic has got 19 points.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
Cantor's shot is off. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Leading by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Pass to Porzingis. And there's a call by the official. They'll count the basket here. Following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Josh Richardson. Smart passes to Burke. The kick out to Tatum. Fires from the wing. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
To Brunson. Puts it up for 15. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Shaq, what's your... That's all for now.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Celtics trail by 7. Elbow shot is on the way. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Good to see Tatum square himself up and knock down those pull-up jumpers. When he does that, unguarded.
The pass to Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Brown.
Wow. He got whacked on that. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call.
First team foul.
It's his first hit for the line.
At the line for
You'll
Dallas.
take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line, where points were hard to come by.
And a dunk by Horford.
How about Horford showing you that he knows a little bit about elevation? Big fella bouncing to the rack.
Doncic against Williams. Hardaway with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. No good off the back of the rim. Celtics trail by 4. The drive by Schroeder. Williams trying to break free. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jump. The Mavericks shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense.
And for Dennis Schroeder, playing in the NBA was a promise fulfilled to his dearly departed father.
Greg, how about this? As a young man, he swore to his dad that he'd make it. And after his dad's passing, Dennis discovered a note from his dad encouraging him to continue to follow his dream.
Doncic looking it over. He kicks it to Brown. Back to Doncic. And the lift's good off the glass. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
You know, what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Pass to Hardaway. Now Porzingis. He's started by Williams. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Hardaway against Horford. Brown right side. There's the dish to Doncic. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics trail by 4. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And it's blocked by Brown. Doncic against Horford. Now Doncic, 23 points in the game. Some solid defense from Brown. He dishes it to Horford. Outside Tatum.
In the third. 2 minutes.
And that one goes off. Mavericks lead by 4. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Hardaway, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Schroeder finds Brown. Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
And he makes the first.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Brown. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Jalen Brunson He's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Trey Burke subbed in for Luka Doncic. And Brown drops them both. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. And he drives in. Excellent D from Cancer.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Brown, good.
And Brown is just so physically imposing. I mean, especially inside where he usually gets whatever he wants.
Burke looking over the floor. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. And he comes up with the deuce.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy in his house. Help him a lot inside.
Celtics trail by 4. Brown outside. We got 22 seconds left in the third. Powell pulls it in. Dallas shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Right side Hardaway. Burke off the mark there with the three-point shot. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Carl Stein in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Back to Burke. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Burke's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Tanner, high post. Powell's there. And stolen by Burke. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And he makes good on the layup. And it's a 6-point Dallas lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Dallas?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort to the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night.
Now, here's Burke. Not a lot of room. Hardaway against Smart. Hardaway, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Found with it. Out defended by Cauley Stein. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Dallas leading by 4. Burke kicks to Powell. Passes it to Cauley Stein. And here is Burke. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Cancer. Here's Cauley Stein. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Smart passes to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Cantor. Takes it off the glass.
It is Cantor.
Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
And the Mavericks call time here. As he changes here for the Mavericks. Brown is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Cantor. Horford comes in for Williams. Tatum, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Marcus Smart. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Olman.
Well, as if you're listening to what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Burke, guarded by Horford. Driving in. Burke can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Softly drops in the floor. Burke's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Tatum, the 7-footer fall.
Jason
Tatum's got 20.
I tell you, we get these explosive nights from Tatum more and more often. I mean, he's got the tools of a top 10 scorer in this league, and they're on display now.
Dallas calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter.
All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team.
And now we present the Mavericks player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Trey Burke. On the wing, Doncic. Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic against Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High, arcing shot. And it's Doncic missing. And so Horford will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 6. Tatum passes to Williams. And that one, good.
It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the Celtics of the game.
Robert Williams, shooting well.
And that one falls for Williams.
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want you guys attacking like he did there.
Here's Doncic. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Doncic has got 27 points.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Here's Tatum. And another basket for Boston.
Jason Tatum.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
The try by Doncic. That one doesn't go. And it's Boston the other way. Takes the 13-footer. No points there. 9 for 14 from the floor, but still shooting 64% this game. It's to Hardaway. Doncic against Schroeder. It's full.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big
Celtics ball
time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Here's Brown. Great D that time from Hardaway.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this time.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Now at the line for your back. Luka Johnson. 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and increases their lead to 6.
As a teenager, I said as a teenager, Doncic recorded 4 triple-doubles during his rookie season. Before Luka's 4, there had just been 1 triple-double by a teenager in the history of the league. That's special. Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Now, timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 7. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
All right, look who's coming on to the court. Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team.
To the middle. Yes!
Jalen
And that cuts the lead to just 5.
Jason
Textbook
Tatum.
example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for Dallas.
I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
Tatum down low. By Hardaway. It drops. And now they trail by just 4. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to
That's
do
his
that.
second
You
personal
can't just
foul.
let them dribble the game.
14 foul.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they allocate on a few of those free throws.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooting.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For